Hello guys and welcome today to Gate of Theories. Today we're going to have a look at Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 has just been released in cinema, so we thought we'd go and check it out. Toy Story 4 has been released today, so we are going to go and check it out for you and then give you a review. So let's go to the cinema to see it. So yes, we went to check it out at the cinema and we even tweeted about it. There's this tweet we put up just before we were going to see it. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it is at Gate of Theories, or if you want to follow my personal accounts, it's at LRulesOK, and if you want to follow my Instagram, it's also at LRulesOK, so that'd be cool. But enough of the plug-in, we went to see it, so we've seen Toy Story 4, and now it's time for us to give our honest review of it. We're going to give it as honest review as possible. We're going to summarise the good points, the bad points, but of course, there will be spoilers. This is going to be a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet, then go and see Toy Story 4, save this video, and then watch it after you've seen Toy Story 4. So make sure you go and see Toy Story 4 before you watch this video. This is your final warning, it's a spoiler warning. Make sure you've seen Toy Story 4 before you watch this video. Save this video for later if you haven't, and then go and see Toy Story 4. Because this is a film that you don't really want to be spoiled. And if you're going to spoil a film, it's definitely not this one. So we don't want to have any accidents here. So this is your final warning. Spoilers. I don't know how many things we can put saying spoiler warnings everywhere. But yeah, enough of that. So without further ado, we're going to get straight on with this review. You've had enough spoiler warnings. It's your own fault if it's spoiled now from now. But if you definitely haven't seen it, then don't watch this video. Alright, anyway, without further ado, let's get straight on with this video. Okay, so let's start off with saying about the actual filming, the look of the film, what it felt like. Now, the first thing you will notice from as soon as you start watching the film is how beautiful the animation quality has come in all those years since the original Toy Story was made. I mean, the first shot from once we get the Pixar logo coming up and then the light bulb goes and you get a lovely transition onto a wet pavement. I mean, the quality of water animation especially is noticeable in this film, was absolutely gorgeous. The film looked absolutely beautiful. It was one of the top-notch animations, and really, if the other three had been made with that animation, wow, they would have even been even better, but they weren't, as they were limited at the time. But the animation quality was beautiful. Going along with that animation quality that was beautiful, especially in the very opening scene, was the way that they transitioned things using toys like heads, and when they're spinning, like people spinning and then spinning, and you'd see a different reveal part. The way they transitioned was beautiful. It reminds me of a lot of other good films, so it's a really good filming technique they used, and it just made it really fast flowing the first few things. So that was really good. I thought a lot of the transitions through most of the film were really good. I also liked that the after credit scene, it was the in credit scene, where how they cut it so you could see a lot of the names for once. The only problem was, if you are watching this on the cinema on its release day, a lot of people, as soon as they see the first credits, decide to stand up and leave. So you didn't get a great view of the after credit scene. So it would be cool to see them again. Moving on from there, as it was a Pixar film, obviously there's a lot of references. Now, I've only seen the film once. It has literally been released, like, today. So, it was hard to spot any references, if any. But the one big one I did spot was the Dinoco reference from, obviously, Cars franchise. Dinoco, the team. Dinoco Garages, though, where they stop on the first part of the road trip and fill up with to get some petrol, was in a Dinoco garage. That was pretty cool. There's probably a lot of other references I haven't seen. I've only seen it once. I will definitely spawn them the second, third, fourth time you watch it. If you know any other references though, put it down below in the comment section, or field section as we like to call it here. I'd love to know if you spotted them. Was there the A113 in this film? Probably. It's sort of a Pixar thing, but I didn't manage to spot it. So there was a lot of references. It was nice to see. So yeah, that's all about how nice it looked. Any references I spotted, but now it's time to get into the good and some bad points. So, the good points about the film is they have made Bo Peep into a badass. Let's be real. She is a strong female character who they needed in this Toy Story franchise. Yes, you have Jessie, but Bo Peep is the new equivalent. She is turned from this, from the original two films to what she is now, which is quite the contrast. She does everything. She's like strapping up her arm when it falls off. She's going over zip wires. She's the one leading everything. And from Woody being the adventurous one, he suddenly takes a backseat, and it's all about Bo Peep. She is really cool in this film. I liked what they did with her. I think they could have maybe used her better if they'd opened the story a bit more, but I liked what they did with her. Another good thing, talking about characters, was the new characters, Ducky and Bunny. They're obviously played by the fantastic pair, Keegan-Michael Key and also Jordan Peele, and they were just hilarious throughout the whole film. I thought they added to it brilliantly. The two characters made a nice bit of comic relief all the way through. They were just hilarious. I would like to see them have a standalone film. I want to say it now. Pixar, if you're listening to me right now, make sure you give them a standalone film or a standalone short, please. Just something. They were hilarious. Some of the lines they come out with very funny, and you can obviously see if you've watched Key and Peele's sketches, you can see that coming in out of that. These two were the perfect voice actors for it. It was a wonderful bit to watch. In terms of the story itself, I thought it was a little bit slow for me personally. Obviously, I know, whoa, before you all jump on the bandwagon, I'm not saying it's terrible, I just thought the story was a bit slow. And if you remember when Star Wars The Phantom Menace came out, everyone loved it. I'm just saying, this story for me was a bit slow. I thought it could have moved a bit more because it was stuck in like one location. It seemed to keep going backwards and forwards. I didn't really like that, but that's my personal opinion. Obviously, if you enjoyed the story, then make sure you also put it down in the field section. We'd love to hear it. I just thought it was generally a bit slower than I'd have liked it, but that's what they had to do. I also thought that another bad point was Buzz with the whole thing about the inner conscience and kept pressing the buttons got a bit annoying, if we're being honest. It was funny for the first few gags, like ha ha ha, but the whole time he was pressing it, it was just, yeah, it kind of ruined, well, it didn't ruin the film, it just, like, the way you see how epic Buzz is in the first 3 Toy Story movies to then what he is in this film, it's kind of like, they kind of lost something, like, we lost a bit of Buzz, if you get what I mean. If you didn't think that, then fair enough, but for me personally, I thought we lost a bit of Buzz. In terms of the bad guy in this one, obviously it's Gabby. This one was a nice story. I think that it's become very Disneyfied, we can say, that the hero, the bad guy, is obviously redeemed in the end. She couldn't do anything because of a broken voice box. That was quite a clever plot, and it also meant that Woody loses his voice box. Not sure how I feel about that, but anyway, Gabby obviously getting the voice box and is redeemed and then goes happy with the kid. It's a nice way to put it, but it is very Disneyfied, and Pixar has been a very standalone company even since they've been bought by Disney, but this one, for us, we feel here that it was too Disneyfied now. So Disney have a nice polish and touch, so everything is nice. Obviously, Toy Story 3, Lotso was a bad bear in the end. There was no redeeming him. This one, Gabby is redeemed, and it ruined it a bit. It just made her, like, arc seem weird. But then at this Forky throughout the whole thing sees her as a good character, and there was obviously good in her. It would be hard not to be played with. So it's hard. I feel like it just wasn't like the way Toy Story is formulated. It fit the formula. It just didn't fit it as well as the other 3, if you get what I mean. Comparing it to the other Toy Story films, though, I feel like it is a certain dead last. I mean, it might improve on my list as I go on, but I feel like it's just last place in the Toy Story films. It's not my favourite Pixar film, obviously, as Toy Story 1, 2 and 3 for me are personally all ahead of it, but it's not the worst Pixar film I've ever seen. It was good. It was an alright watch. I wouldn't say I was overly enthusiastic coming out of the cinema from seeing it, but seeing the faces around me meant that I thought maybe I just saw it the wrong way. It's a good film. Let's talk about the ending, though. The ending. Woody is left with Bo Peep in it was a good, like, twist to put it, that they'd be left at the end. I think it's about time. It hopefully will mean that they leave it as I feel like the more you add to a film collection, the worse it gets. Some of the, like, newer Star Warses, people feel they shouldn't have been made for that obvious reason. Once something's good, don't keep making it more and more. It just gets worse. I found that with the Harry Potters as well, but I know I've literally just killed half a fandom there. I'm very sorry. But I feel like once you've got something good, keep it as good. Don't extend and keep adding to it. And I think Toy Story, when they made the first 3, I think that was the perfect point to stop. When I heard this Toy Story 4 was coming, I was excited. But again, I feel like it lessened the quality of the other 3. I feel like they should have stopped there. But that's what film franchises need to do. But I feel like now Woody's left, they can't make a new one unless they return and bring Woody back. There's a flaw in my own plan there. Hopefully this will be the... I mean, people don't want it to be the last Toy Story, but I feel like it needs to stop there to be a good thing and let it be standalone, you know. The ending, I think, was the right idea. It nicely ties everything up. And Woody, like Bo Peep not being in the third one, clearly felt missed for Woody. But it was sad to see at the same time the toys all saying goodbye. At least they got to say goodbye. I think that was, if it had been like because there's a point in the film where it looks like Woody's just gonna leave with Bo. They can't find Bonnie. Him and Forky are just gonna have to go with Bo and stay with that, and Bonnie's left. But he does get to say goodbye, so I think that was really nice to see. So yeah, that is our Toy Story review. Overall, we say it's definitely not the best Toy Story, but it's definitely not the worst Pixar film we see. I would say I'd probably recommend it to a friend just to see for nostalgia reasons, and if they have kids to go and see it, it's a pretty good kids movie. But when I'm considering seeing the other movies at the minute they were out in the cinema, I'd probably say I preferred the new Aladdin to this. Shocker. That, again, I know I might be the only one who's seeing this, but I definitely preferred the new Aladdin over this film. I don't know. It's tell me what you guys think in the field section or comment section below. Did you enjoy this Toy Story film? Where does it rank on your Toy Story list? Is it the best Toy Story film ever, or is it the worst Toy Story film ever? Also, where does it rank on your Pixar list? Is it better than The Good Dinosaur? I'm saying yes, it's definitely better than The Good Dinosaur. But how high up would it go? Would it be like The Incredibles, or would it not? Make sure you tell me in the comment section below, and also tell me, tell me who your favourite character was. I think Bunny and Ducky are my favourite characters. Forky was a good character, I'm not gonna lie. It was a nice development to see, and also gives us some theories to do with the whole Toy Story world and how toys come alive. And there will be a few theories I definitely found from this film that we can look at in more depth. If you did spot any theories that you want us to explore, also make sure you put it in the comment section, field section below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button and share it on social media so your friends can see. If you are new to the channel and wouldn't mind clicking that subscribe button, that'd be awesome. We do make 2 new videos on films, TV, all things good film and TV. We do also make a lot of Toy Story videos. There is a Pixar playlist which has all of our Toy Story videos in, or go and look at the recent ones. We've been doing loads of videos on Toy Story since the Toy Story 4 trailers have been dropping. We did trailer analysis, so you can go and catch them as well if you want to, like, a recap of the trailer analysis. I don't know, if you've seen the film, it probably seems like you don't, but hey, they're there if you want, and we do a lot more Pixar videos as well, so you're going to want to click that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed and you are awesome like that, thank you so much for subscribing, and you won't mind also clicking that bell button, then you'll get notified when we make new videos and you'll never miss a new one. So that is awesome. We've been here on Gate of Theories. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on Tuesday with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, and sorry this video is a bit late, but obviously Toy Story came out and I couldn't see it at the midnight release, so that's why the video is delayed. But Anyway, you get the gist. We'll be back at normal time on Tuesday. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you then. Okay, goodbye.
I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.